A cashier was fired just for giving food to a homeless man. She thought her life was over, but the next day, something completely unexpected happened. Watch until the end. This story holds a powerful lesson that might change the way you see the world. Before we continue, comment below and let us know where you're watching from. Rain poured down on the sidewalks outside a fast food restaurant. Neon lights flickered, reflecting off the wet pavement. In the corner, an old man sat against the wall, shivering in his worn-out jacket. Lisa, a young cashier, watched him from behind the register. Her heart ached. He had been sitting there for hours while customers inside enjoyed warm meals, oblivious to his suffering. The restaurant was closing soon. Lisa glanced at the kitchen. There were leftover burgers about to be thrown away. She hesitated. If she got caught, she could get in trouble. But her heart told her otherwise. She quickly grabbed a wrapped burger, looked around to make sure no one was watching, and stepped outside. Kneeling beside the old man, she handed him the food. "Here, sir." "It's still warm," she whispered. The man looked at her, eyes filled with gratitude. His hands trembled as he took the burger. "Thank you. May God bless you, child." Lisa smiled, relieved. But before she could walk away, "Lisa, what do you think you're doing?" A booming voice shattered the silence. Lisa froze. It was Mr. Carter, her manager, standing at the restaurant door, his face twisted in anger. "You think this is a charity?" he barked. Lisa turned to face him, still crouched beside the old man. "Sir, this was just leftover food. Instead of throwing it away. That's not your decision to make." Carter stormed forward, yanked off Lisa's name tag, and threw her apron to the ground. "You're fired. Pack your things and leave." Lisa stood there, stunned. The few customers left inside watched, but no one spoke up. The old man got to his feet, his face filled with guilt. "I never wanted you to lose your job because of me," he said softly. Lisa forced a sad smile. "It's okay, sir. At least tonight, you're not going to sleep hungry." With heavy steps, she walked away, the rain masking the tears streaming down her face. Days passed. Lisa applied for jobs everywhere, but every time she mentioned her last workplace, she was turned down. But what she didn't know was that someone had filmed the whole incident and posted it online. The video went viral. The title? Fast food restaurant fires cashier for feeding a homeless man. Thousands of comments poured in. Crossmark boycott this restaurant. Crossmark good people always get punished, this world is messed up. Crossmark where is Lisa now? We need to help her. The restaurant's reputation collapsed overnight. Customers disappeared, and negative reviews flooded in. Carter was called in by the corporate office. Sitting in front of his bosses, he felt his stomach drop. "You've destroyed our company's reputation. The damage is severe. We can't keep you on." His face turned pale. "Please, just give me one more chance," his voice shook. His boss stared at him coldly. "Chance? The same chance you gave Lisa?" Carter was fired. Now, he knew what it felt like to lose everything in an instant. Meanwhile, Lisa was still struggling to find work. She sent out dozens of applications, but got no responses. One morning, sitting on a park bench, she scrolled through her phone. The video of her firing was still trending. Then, suddenly, a new message popped up. "Lisa, we saw the video about you. We need people like you. Can we meet?" Her eyes widened. The message was from a well-known restaurant chain in the city. A few days later, Lisa arrived for an interview. The manager, a kind-looking man, sat across from her. "I don't need to ask you many questions, Lisa," he said. "We only look for one thing in our employees, someone who truly cares about people. And I already know you do." Lisa held her breath. "Does this mean I got the job?" The manager smiled. "Welcome to the team." Tears welled up in Lisa's eyes. For the first time in weeks, she felt valued. That night, in her new uniform, Lisa stood behind the register at her new workplace. This time, the atmosphere was warm, the people welcoming. As the evening slowed down, the restaurant door opened. A middle-aged man in neat clothes stepped inside. Lisa looked up and froze. It was him. The old man she had helped. But he wasn't wearing torn clothes anymore. His face looked healthier, his posture stronger. "Sir." Lisa's voice trembled. The man smiled. "I'd like to order some food." Lisa still couldn't believe it. The man continued. "After that night, someone helped me. They gave me a job, a chance to start over. And I made a promise to myself, if I ever got back on my feet, I would return to the place where I first found hope." Lisa covered her mouth, holding back tears. The man pulled out his wallet. "And this time, let me be the one to pay." Lisa wiped her eyes and smiled. She punched his order into the register, then looked up at him. "Here's your food, sir. And thank you for coming back." Lesson from this story. Kindness isn't always rewarded instantly, but it always finds its way back. Never be afraid to do the right thing, because even the smallest act of compassion can change a life. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and share to inspire more people to choose kindness. Subscribe for more powerful stories like this.